Hey playa, rejection hurts, plain and simple. But what could be even worse than rejection is the thought of remaining friends with your crush when not being with them is tearing you up inside. So what do? Is it possible to remain friends with your crush? I'll answer that question right after this. A question I get asked a lot is, how do I go about asking out my crush where if they say yes, we can go out, but if they say no, we can pretend like it never happened and go right back to being just friends? Having things go back to being the way they were isn't a realistic way of looking at it, and if we really want to tackle this problem, we have to do it piece by piece. The first thing you need to dig deep into is really looking at what type of friendship you guys had from the start. Would you say you became friends with your crush because you truly and honestly just wanted to be friends? Or did you become friends with the hope of having something more with them? And that's not to say that every friendship starts with romantic feelings. Sometimes they develop along the way. But I'm going to assume that in the beginning there was some level of attraction there, and you two became friends because you didn't want to ruin your chances of being able to interact with them or have things be awkward. And on their end, they probably thought you were just friends because you never gave them a reason to suspect that you liked them. But now that they know, they may not be interacting or talking with you as much, leaving you to think, well, what can I do to make things normal? But the major problem doesn't rest with just you or them, it's a combination of factors. Here's an example. Imagine someone starts interacting with you, you guys have a nice friendly conversation, and then all of a sudden they start asking you to borrow money. After a while, if they keep asking you to borrow money and when you don't give it to them, they stop interacting with you, you might think, hey, wait a minute, this whole time they weren't really my friend, they just wanted something from me. That's probably how your crush feels in some way. All this time they thought you two were just being friendly, but now they find out that every interaction you guys have had have been on the basis of you liking them. I know, that's not to say that you weren't being a genuine friend at times, but for them, it's hard to distinguish when you were just being friendly and when you were doing things because you like them. Who's to say what was genuine and what wasn't? How is that person supposed to know that if you guys became friends again, you would honestly just be their friend? And now things are just awkward, so what do? The truth is, things can't go back to the way that they were, nor should they. When you have feelings for someone, that should be how you primarily lead your interactions with them. And I don't mean starting every conversation with, hey, I like you, we should go out, but instead aiming to get to know them better to see if the two of you would be compatible. Do you guys have similar hobbies, share the same values or goals, or even like the same kind of music? These are the type of things that you should find out about them so you can see if you two are good for each other. I've talked in the past about the number one reason why most people end up in the friend zone, and it comes down to not communicating how you feel. I know it can be scary sometimes, but it's what has to be done. I know, it's way easier said than done. Being around your crush can make you feel nervous, they may always be around their friends, or you may just rarely ever see them. But in those small times that you do get to interact with them, make sure to display that your intentions are beyond just being friends. And the number one follow-up question to that is always, how? Well, what I would say to do is ask them to hang out one-on-one so you guys can spend that time really interacting with each other. And if you can't do that, try to organize a group hangout so you can at least be around them to talk to them. I know it seems simple to ask someone to hang out just to get to know them better, but that way you don't have to be purely direct and say, I like you, let's go out, which can be scary, and you don't have to be indirect by saying, hey, we should hang out, but just as friends, which isn't being honest. But even if you've tried doing everything right and still got rejected, is it possible then to go back to being friends? Honestly, yes, it is. If you truly want to navigate back to being just friends, here's what I suggest you do. Take some time for yourself and let them go. Part of the issue with pretending like you don't have feelings for them anymore is that you're not really being honest with yourself and they know you're not being honest with them. If you see them flirting with someone else, it may make you jealous, or it may just hurt your feelings if they ever come to you with problems about someone they're dating or just someone else that they like. You can mask not caring and hiding your feelings, but how long do you think you honestly can keep that up? It may seem impossible and you may feel like you're in love with them and just can't let them go. But it's what needs to happen. When you cut them off, take that time to better yourself. Make new friends, try new hobbies, or even date new people. That way, when you do interact with them again, you're coming from a different place. The new you that's present carries a whole new world of different perspectives on things. That way, when you interact with them, hopefully your feelings have subsided and you guys can truly interact as just friends now. Here's the thing though, if you're coming back into the fold, becoming friends with them, secretly having feelings, and running into the same issue, rewatch the first few minutes of this video to see why you shouldn't do that. Look, there's nothing wrong or immature about letting go of a friendship because you have romantic feelings for them that won't go anywhere. If that other person is trying to make you feel bad for not being their friend anymore, then really ask them, if you care about me as a friend and you know that we can't be together, why would you put me through the pain of pretending like we could just be friends? Save yourself the trouble of arguing with them about why you need to do this. You need this time to heal and to move on. It's the only way that you're going to do it. What do you think though? Are you having trouble maintaining a friendship with your crush after you got rejected by them? Leave your comments below and we'll talk about it. If you do end up becoming friends again and you want to really prevent the same mistake from happening, try having them introduce you to their friends. That way you can develop your own relationships with them and not fall into the same situations of being jealous and insecure because you're not with them. So in the end, be kind, be understanding, and be honest with yourself. And I promise, you'll end up making your way through this and being a better person in the end. As always, guys, love and peace.